The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Jasmine walked through its crystalline doors, her companion padding softly beside her. The delegates from 47 star systems turned their various appendages, sensors, and optical organs toward the human ambassador and the creature that followed her like a shadow. It was massive, nearly 100 kilograms of muscle, fur, and predatory grace. Its amber eyes scanned the assembly with an intelligence that made several delegates instinctively retreat. When it yawned, revealing rows of daggers for teeth, the Verdanian representative actually fled the chamber. "Counselors," Jasmine began, her voice steady despite the palpable fear radiating from the assembled beings. "This is Rex. He's my family's companion animal. We call his species a dog." The translator struggled with the word. Dogs had no equivalent in most galactic languages because nothing quite like them existed anywhere else in the known universe. Ambassador Krell of the Zenthari Union rose on his 6 legs, his carapace clicking nervously. "Ambassador Jasmine, we summoned you here because our reconnaissance teams have filed disturbing reports about Earth. Reports we initially dismissed as sensor malfunctions or translation errors." "What kind of reports?" Jasmine asked, though she suspected she already knew. "Reports," Krell continued, his voice trembling through the translator, "that humans live alongside apex predators, that you invite them into your homes, that you—" He paused as if the words themselves were incomprehensible. "That you love them." Jasmine smiled and placed her hand on Rex's broad head. The German shepherd leaned into her touch, his tail wagging. "That's correct." The chamber erupted in chaos. Delegates shouted over one another in dozens of languages, creating a cacophony that the translation matrix struggled to process. Only when High Chancellor Vexala of the Archon Collective raised her energy field did silence return. "Explain," Vexala commanded, her telepathic voice resonating in every mind present. "Make us understand this madness." Jasmine gestured to the holographic display at the chamber's center. "May I?" At Vexala's nod, Jasmine activated her datapad. Images filled the air above them, wolves hunting in packs, their coordination and intelligence evident in every movement. 40,000 years ago, our ancestors encountered the apex predator of our planet's northern continents, Canis lupus, the wolf. The assembly watched in horrified fascination as the wolves brought down prey 3 times their size through cooperation and strategy. "They were perfect hunters," Jasmine continued. "They could track prey for days. They had teeth that could crush bone. They worked in coordinated packs with complex social hierarchies. They were by every measure one of Earth's most successful predators. And you, made pets of them?" The question came from Delegate Horum, whose species had evolved as prey animals. His entire body quivered. "Not exactly," Jasmine replied. "It was more of a mutual arrangement. Some wolves, the ones less afraid of humans, began following our hunting parties. They fed on our scraps. Over generations, the wolves that cooperated with humans thrived. And humans who worked with wolves hunted more successfully. We evolved together." She changed the image, showing the progression from wolf to ancient dog to modern breeds. "We shaped them, yes. But they shaped us too. They taught us loyalty. They guarded our children. They warned us of danger. They became part of our families." Harry's voice crackled through the comm system. The young xenobiologist was transmitting from Earth. "Council members, if I may add to Ambassador Jasmine's presentation." Vexala granted permission, and Harry's image appeared beside Jasmine's. Behind him, in his research facility, 3 more dogs played enthusiastically. "What Ambassador Jasmine hasn't mentioned is the scale of this bond," Harry explained. "We share our homes with nearly 1 billion dogs across Earth. We've bred them into hundreds of varieties, some for protection, some for hunting, some simply for companionship. We train them to rescue people from disasters, to detect diseases, to assist those with disabilities, to provide comfort during psychological trauma." He knelt down, and a golden retriever bounded into frame, licking his face enthusiastically. Harry laughed. "This is Luna. She can detect seizures before they happen. She saved my sister's life 14 times. But the danger," Krell interjected. "Surely these predators sometimes attack." "Sometimes," Jasmine admitted. "Just as humans sometimes harm each other. But it's incredibly rare. We've spent millennia building trust. Rex here would defend me with his life, and I would do the same for him." As if to demonstrate, Rex moved closer to Jasmine, sitting at her feet protectively, His posture was alert but not aggressive, the bearing of a guardian, not a threat. Delegate Soren of the Peaceful Collective spoke for the first time. We have spent our civilizations fleeing from predators, hiding from them, building weapons against them.
And humanity
Befriended them? We did more than that, Harry said quietly. We made them family. Vexala descended from her elevated platform, approaching Jasmine and Rex carefully. The dog watched her with curious eyes but didn't move. May I? The High Chancellor asked. Jasmine nodded. Hold out your field manipulator, your hand equivalent. Let him smell it first. Vexala extended her energy tendril. Rex sniffed it carefully, then, apparently satisfied, allowed her to touch his head. Remarkable, Vexala breathed. I can sense his emotions, loyalty, affection, protective instinct. This predator loves you. Yes, Jasmine said simply, and we love them. The High Chancellor returned to her position, her decision clear in her demeanor. The Council has debated humanity's application for membership for months. We worried about your aggression, your history of warfare, your stubborn independence. But now I understand something crucial about your species. She gestured toward Rex. You didn't just tame the apex predator. You saw past Fang and Claw to find companionship. You turned evolution's perfect killer into civilization's faithful friend. A species capable of that transformation, that empathy, that patience. Such a species has much to teach the galaxy. Jasmine felt tears prick her eyes as Vexala continued. Earth's application for Galactic Council membership is hereby approved. The chamber filled with the sounds of approval and some lingering nervous chittering. But Jasmine barely heard it. She was too busy kneeling down to hug Rex, burying her face in his fur. Good boy, she whispered. You just helped save the world. Rex's tail wagged, demolishing any nearby dignity as it always did. Because that's what dogs do. They love unconditionally, forgive infinitely, and somehow, impossibly, make everything better. Even first contact.